Good morning, no, good afternoon to a rather windy Tauranga airport. It's a beautiful sunny day, but the wind's picked up quite a lot, and we're up here on the Tauranga airport control tower balcony, so we've got a great view for today's action. So hello to my favourite Nony Flights NZ community. Hope everyone's doing really well. It's great to be with you today, and we're here for another live stream. Quite a lot in store for us today on the show, and I'm really looking forward to it. Very, very lucky, as I said, to be here on the control tower balcony. We're back here again, as this is the exact spot where we began our 2024 journey for the Tauranga Air Show. We streamed up here. Well, it was actually a few metres that way, but basically the same spot. Just at the Harvard that you would have seen before taxiing down to the run-up area. Down, I can't remember what it's called, but it's the run-up area down runway 25 end. So looking forward to seeing that one head out, as there's a little bit of Harvard action in store for us today. So on the show today, I'm really looking forward to it. You'll be seeing a lot more of me than you usually would in a regular stream, and we're going to be getting a really cool look sort of behind the scenes, and we'll dig into the channel a bit more today. Hopefully you guys find it really interesting and entertaining. We have a couple of good laughs along the way. Now before we begin, I highly encourage everyone to ask whatever questions you might have. So I'm just going to start a Q&A in the chat, and it'll be answered at the end of the show. We'll answer all of your questions. And we'll get that going. I think that worked, hopefully. We'll see. We'll find out. Cool. Alright. We're just going to have a look now, because we've got the Harvard lining up to head out of Tauranga's 25. There isn't much of a better way to start that the stream is there. And I also didn't mention that I've actually gone and made some custom transitions for OBS. Hopefully it won't crash, hasn't yet, so we'll see how that goes. I'll get into the chat now. Great to have, hopefully the Harvard's in the circuit. Just having a look. Chris Frank is in the chat, one of our new awesome moderators. Great to see you. And Channel for Life also here as well in the chat. Great to see Random Aussie also here. Great to see you. Busy morning. Harvey also there. Seki, legend. Like button smash so fast. Great to see. Kerry Underwood too. Channel for Life just down at the Aero Club. Oh, okay, might be able to zoom in on you a little bit later if you want. Catch you on the stream. Kerry Underwood tuning in from Georgia, USA too. Awesome. Have quite a few viewers tuning in from the US every now and then, so thank you for joining us today, as with Ali as well. Welcome to the show. Alright, so I think we might just watch this aircraft come in before we start to get into the rewind. So I've lost the Harvard. Now it doesn't look like it's going to be staying in the circuit. But I've just got that's a Cessna 172 belonging to Sun Air. Zulu Kilo Delta Papa November is the registration. Coming in for grass 25. It's quite windy today. And you can tell. So it should be doing a touch and go, I think. And it is. Very windy day today. And Channel for Life. Alright, we'll have a look. I assume you're on the mound or somewhere around there. There we go. I think that's you. We were meant to have a departure around now, but it was late leaving Auckland. I'm not sure if it's left Auckland yet. So I might just have a look to see if the ATR's left Auckland. Because it was due to arrive, I think 12:25 or something like that. It is on its way now. Okay, it's just taxiing out at Auckland, so I'll actually get an arrival from Wellington before then. Alright, Random Aussie. Streaming, I'm not too sure how long I'll be streaming for. It sort of depends how long this all is going to take. But I do have to be out before 4, as with the air traffic control visitor policies. So I don't know. I have no idea how long this is all going to take. I haven't tried too much, but anyway, let's get into the rewind. And there's there's no better place really than right at the very beginning. So this won't be a full recap from when I launched the channel in 2018. This is just a recap of the year. But Nony Aviation New Zealand began the year with exactly 500 subscribers. Bit easier to spot this time. The the air traffic controllers coming out looking for the parachutes that are currently in the sky. Yeah, so we started the year with exactly 500 subscribers. This gave me the required subscribers to be monetized, but didn't actually have enough watch hours. We start our 2024 journey with the Tauranga Air Show on the 20th of January. Still one of the highlight streams of the year, as I was up here with a bird's eye view of the show. It was really awesome. I sort of only just started taking YouTube seriously, or thinking about taking it seriously, and working towards monetization in the stream. Still figuring some things out, so the video quality isn't too flash here, and I hadn't yet brought my lovely smooth tripod. That came just before the Australasia live tour, my little spending spree. I went and bought a bunch of stuff, and works pretty well. Show the air show highlights now, as there's some pretty cool displays, so let's have a look. First up has to be one of the highlights of the year. Yes, it's only a Dash 8, but this one ended up parking on gate 1, so that was a really special treat. I'll just load that up for you now. If it's going to cooperate. Maybe, maybe not. Come on. Just got to keep an eye out for the next arrival too, which will be another Dash 8 coming in from Wellington. I'm probably don't have to be too worried about that at the moment. This is only a short little video that I'm hoping to show, but it might not work. That's okay. It's strange because I tested these so many times, and only now it goes to not want to work. Okay, here we go. Got it working. That's actually one thing I did forget to do, was make sure the tripod is properly level. Hope you guys don't mind. So this will be very cool. We've got a Q300 coming to park on gate 1. So usually they'd go and park on gate 2 or gate 3, which is closer to the terminal, but it looks like it's going to come on gate 1, which is always a treat. Off Alpha there on last 7 training flight. It's quite a heavy old bird, that one, because it's got lovely glass cockpits which weigh a lot. Glass systems, so weigh a lot more than standard bird. guys at JMP Aviation who did that for us. There we go. So that's perfect timing, really, as we've got our Q300 arrival from Wellington just on its short finals now. I don't think it's not coming in on gate 1, this one, which is rather unfortunate, but that's okay.
0 degrees. Visibility 20 kilometers.
I'll follow this one in all the way to the gate. Isn't that just a really nice looking dashie, that? Zulu Kilo November Echo Foxtrot, the Q300 there. Felly Snaps, Felix also tuning in. Hello, welcome. Glad you could be here on the last show of the year. William, hello. And Fishy, my home city, awesome. And yeah, it was 3 plane incidents this week. It's not been a great week for aviation, but that's okay. Wet down here in Canterbury, Toby. Yeah, it's probably good for most of the farmers down your way. Not so great if you want to go to the beach or something. Hopefully the rain keeps it nice and cool there. Alright, we'll move on to the next highlight. It's going to be just after a de Havilland chipmunk landing. This is going to be pretty cool. It's I'll show it to you soon if I can get this to work again. Alright. break the sound barrier, and so that then through crackles of air into your ears, and that's what makes their famous sound. So what we've got on screen is this next highlight of the show. It's going to be just after a de Havilland chipmunk lands. Slightly different to our normal airliner takeoffs and landings too. It is the Roaring Forties Harvard aerobatic team. Now this will be something to watch. Chipmunk here, waiting for it to land. Very nice landing. Here we go now, Roaring 40s, aerobatic display team. Like how the smoke makes it lots easier to find them. One of the Harvards breaking away now. The other Harvards out there just in the circuit. Chipmunks and yak still on the ground. Dave's saying the Corsair tried to get through the Waihi Gap yesterday after a display at the Walsh Memorial Flying School at Manamana and ended up having to go back to Ardmore. So I assume it went down this morning. Ah, okay. Good to know, thank you for that information. Really not surprised that it didn't manage to get in last night. It was absolutely terrible weather here. It wasn't raining, it was just got low cloud. Another Harvard that broke off earlier has come back in for another display. Get back to some live action right now. Just got the Harvard 66 coming in for a landing. Might do a touch and go, and it will. Now Dave, you'll be able to tell me, were these World War I or World War II trainer aircraft? Couldn't quite remember. Goodness me, do these pilots know how to land? Real smooth landings. Last two aircraft here coming in for graph 07 of the Roaring 40s displayed. Never mind, two more. touching down a bit early there, just before the start of the runway. Final landing of the Roaring 40s. How good. Now we've got Delta Papa November just got in before Harvard 66, which is also just getting in before our ATR 72 arrival from Christchurch. So a very quick circuit there from the Harvard. And then we'll pan around, have a look at our arriving ATR 72 coming in. So there we are, Mike Victor Charlie in from Christchurch. Get back to the chat before our next highlight. great action. Yeah, we've had quite a lot of action, particularly in that stream at the moment. Jeepers, this wind is just blowing straight down the tower at the moment. Hang on, give me a second. I've gone and left my fluffy mic at home, so it's this that we've got to make do with today, unfortunately. And Kim, the first member that I've had on the channel, celebrating 8 months in the Christchurch cottage. Thank you so much for your support ever since we first got monetized. The first person to sign up there, so thank you so much. Alright, so that ATR there shut down on gate 4, and our Q300's just finished refueling. So we'll get into the next one. We've got some very talented people flying these aircraft. It is the Yak 52 display team that showed off all their skills at the air show. So have a look at these. From the left, the main formation. Very quickly got to tighten up my tripod mount. It's coming a bit loose. Nothing happening at the moment. Looks like the individual yaks coming to join the main formation. come back to the Yak 52s, but currently we've got an ATR 72 very delayed coming in from Auckland, scheduled about an hour and a half ago. Now this move is called threading the needle. Pretty good landing there. NEF, also our Dash 8 just down in front of us, about to depart. About to close the door. Paul Warner, nice to see my local airport. Yeah, I was wondering if you were going to tune in, because you were asking about a stream down here when we were up in Auckland. Whatever time it was, yeah. So we've got a bit of action as it happens, and we've also got highlights from the streams throughout the year. So plenty to keep us entertained. Random Aussie also saying a nice landing there, 8 out of 10. That was a pretty good one, especially from an ATR. You know what they're like sometimes. So the next little bit of action we've got going on is back with the Yak 52s. We'll just pop over there now, have have a look. Breaking off. Each up into a loop. Oh, look at that snap. We'll come back to those yaks. But for now, we've got our Dash 8 Zulu Kilo November Echo Foxtrot. I'd assume heading back to Wellington. Currently starting up on gate number 2. I've been watching these trim tabs on the back of the the horizontal stabilizer just flapping around in the wind. Zulu Kilo November Echo Foxtrot. November Foxtrot's an A321 Neo. November Echo Foxtrot, taxiing down to runway 25 for departure to Wellington. Seems as though it's going to be waiting. That is very loud. It seems as though it's going to be waiting for an arrival. Zulu Kilo Whiskey Oscar Whiskey. Cessna 182, I'm quite sure it is. Going to be landing on Grass 25, then we'll be catching our Q300 departure off of Seal 25. We'll get back to the highlights from the year of 2024. We've got Sean tuning in. Oosh. Good to see you streaming, especially from the tower. How good. Beautiful day here, it sure is. Hope everyone watching as well. Looks pretty windy. It is pretty windy. Unfortunately, I've forgotten my microphone that has the wind fluff on it, which was rather stupid of me. But like I'm not doing too much talking as I usually would, as opposed to what I usually would. So yeah, great to see you here. And a beautiful day here. 25 degrees it says. Feels about right. Okay, we'll get back now into the action. continuing on with our Yak 52 display. All of a sudden that sun's come out real hot. Straight at us now. Straight ahead once again. And there we have the Yak 52 display team. A very good highlight of that stream. The Tauranga Airport air show. So the next highlight is, I think, the last one, second to last one of that air show stream. It's the T6 Texan Black Falcons from the Royal New Zealand Air Force. It's a very good show. Let's have a look. Here we are, Royal New Zealand Air Force, Black Falcons. Very quick rotation for the last two. Though I suppose they did start their takeoff roll further behind the other ones. Coming around now in the kite formation. Just up there, the Royal New Zealand Air Force, Boeing 757. Somewhere up there. Just disappeared behind the cloud. Hopefully I got it. Coming straight at us now. Two Texans around here. They're going to come and do a fly past right in front of each other. Heading straight down the runway towards each other. That could have been a thumbnail shot right there. Well, there we go. Thanks to Random Aussie and Channel 4 Live for letting me know that there was being cut out. Should be back now. So how cool was that? Pretty much non-stop action from those 5 Texans. And we've just got one of the ATRs about to start up, so that's pretty cool. And before we move on from the air show and get into the next huge highlight of the year, I would say collectively the biggest highlight of the year, which is now look at that. So this aircraft on your screen is a Corsair. It's 2,000 horsepower engine attached to a huge 4-meter prop. It has an insane maximum speed of 717 kilometers per hour and a service ceiling of 41,500 feet. And there are around 15 of these classic warbirds still airworthy. And I'll just I'll just fix that real quick and we'll watch it with sound, sorry. I'll just reload that footage and we'll watch it all with sound. Look at that. Just look at those incredible wings there. Well, I reckon it was worth re-watching for the sound. So the ATR over on gate 4, which is the far one, just about to start up. There we go. Should be heading off to Christchurch. Alright, we've got Aviation Flights, the chat. Welcome back to the channel, mate. Great to have you there. And you're also celebrating 7 months in the Auckland in-house. Absolute legend. Thank you so much for your support. Really do appreciate it. And I'm glad that you could tune into the last stream of the year as well. Oh, hang on. we go. My camera won't be able to see the fire station, unfortunately. So we have our flight to Christchurch, and then shortly behind that we'll have our flight to Auckland. Heavily delayed flight to Auckland. And yesterday it was actually showing that the Auckland flight was going to be operated by the All Black ATR, but unfortunately that's gotten switched out. So I look forward to enjoying both of these departures with you guys. The Christchurch-bound ATR departing into the skies above Tauranga. Next to it out is about to start up very shortly. ATR 72 bound for Auckland. Zulu Kilo, Mike Victor Oscar is the registration of this ATR. And Channel 4 Live heading out. No worries. Thank you for tuning in. And Harvey saying, on your next tour of Australia, can you do Adelaide? I was going to do Adelaide last time because there was actually a good fare from Perth to Sydney on Virgin Australia that went via Adelaide, and I had about 9 hours or so in Adelaide. So I was actually looking at doing a stream there on the last tour, and I don't think I'll get there on the next one. I'm going other places than Australia and New Zealand on the next one, a bit further afield. But if the stars align, of course I'll look at doing Adelaide. Absolutely love it there. Been there before, back in 2018. Great place, so I'd like to go back. There's Whiskey Golf Echo, the Island Air, Cessna 172. And we must be moments away from this. There we go. Mike Victor Oscar finally started up engine number 2. Harvey as well, saying when's the tour in 25? I'm not too sure. I'm looking for an early 2025 sometime around then, but nothing is confirmed, so keep an eye peeled. Best place would be on my Instagram, link is in the description. That would be the best place to get notified of when the tour will be. So no plans at this stage, unfortunately. Nothing firm. This one won't be waiting for the next arrival too. It might be. Actually, the next arrival might be on the Seal. I'll just have a look on Flight Radar. Arrival is actually likely coming in on the Seal. It's a Piper GA60 coming in from Ardmore. Very small aircraft. They probably could land on the grass, but probably not used to landing on the grass if you're from Ardmore. right there.
0 degrees, 1.
I don't know
2
if you guys
knots,
can hear that,
varying between 2, 1, 0.
but if I have my head with my headset on in a very certain place, we can hear the ATIS being transmitted from the control tower gets picked up by the headset. It's really funny because the headset can't tune into a radio frequency, but if I hold my head, there you go. I don't know if you guys can hear that. That's weird. Oh, we'll get back into it. So we're going to continue on now to the Australasia live tour back in April. This was the biggest thing to happen to the channel, and we grew from 623 to 1,724 subscribers over the biggest 8 days in the channel's history. Streaming in Auckland, Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, Christchurch and Wellington, I flew on 10 flights, 9 different airlines, and visited 8 airports on my travels. Streamed for 54 hours, which averages out to 7 hours each day. And when I wasn't streaming, I was either eating, on a plane to the next destination, or on the rare occasion I was actually sleeping. Felt like it didn't happen too often. Even after all of this, I went to do it all again in July, and I'm hoping, as we were just talking about, to do it all again shortly. Who knows when. However, that stream isn't really about isn't really about what's to come. So let's have a look at what's already been and have a look at a montage of highlights from the Australasia live tour. First up, we've got an Atlas Air 747 and a 777 at Auckland. Some pretty interesting stuff here, so we'll have a look. Just some of the highlights that we saw in Auckland. And next destinations, one of our favourites on the channel. Our first spotting location there was Shepp's Mound. Later in the day I moved to the Nigel Love Bridge, which might just be my favourite spot in Sydney. The next day was very popular, with the early morning show getting the most concurrent viewers out of any of my live shows. 417 viewers at one time, and also gained the most subscribers out of any of my streams, gaining 331 subscribers from that show. So let's enjoy some of the highlights from Sydney Airport. So who knows, they might zoom into us, spot us. Yep. Great looking plane. as we have Buenos Aires Airbus A3 rocketing down 16 right, early rotation. This here is an Airbus A350-1000 belonging to Qatar Airways. Lovely treat for us at the ship's mound is the DHL flight taxiing on the close taxiway down to the cargo apron. Qantas, the retro livery coming in now. 16 right, we saw this one in the last stream over at Ship's Mound. Smoking landing there. Looks like it could be the Mindo livery. We might be in luck. 2 special liveries in a row here at Sydney Airport. Smoky mains, dropping it onto 16 right. Qantas A380, sorry. Emirates A380 still to come. Second A380 of the night. Singapore Airlines, Boeing 777-300ER from Singapore. Plenty of great evening Doha. light on the Qatar Airbus A380 as it swings around before proceeding to the international terminal. Black Beauty, Air New Zealand 787-9. Dropping it onto Sydney's runway 16 left. Keep forgetting to unmute my mic. It's a common theme, I think, on this channel. So that was Sydney Airport highlights. I really enjoyed making that, flicking through all of the streams. The next destination, Melbourne Airport, provides some great views, but they also made sure to spoil the views with infinite light poles spread across the airport. And enjoy these clips that I've got for us. Boeing 737 MAX 8. Flying as AB 1066 from Toowoomba. This aircraft was Bonds' first Boeing 737 MAX 8, registered Victor Hotel, Uniform India Kilo, and nicknamed funded by Miami investment company 777 Partners, which is an appropriate name, I think, for an aviation investment company. 777 ZKOKU, first time spotting this one flying. Already seen the Qantas A220-300, the green kangaroo. It's currently on the ground. We'll see it depart later on. Saw the Qantas A330-200 in the One World livery also depart to India slightly earlier on than lovely A330-300 here. Off to Chile. Latam flight 804. Charlie, Bravo Golf Charlie, Bravo Golf Bravo, the registration of this 787. Meant to arrive at 5:30 AM this morning, delayed due to weather in Dubai. Very rare daylight arrival here in Melbourne. Weren't really able to see it because of the buildings. Etihad Airways in New Zealand, so awesome to see them here in Australia. Singapore flight 238. Love a good visit to Melbourne on the channel. One of the favourite places to visit. Looking at the security car going up and down the runway, we should be getting an Air New Zealand arrival soon. It is off in the distance there. Like a Q300. Before then, we'll go and shoot up to Brisbane. We were there for the day, and Julia Flights were streaming in the morning, so we got the afternoon session. Despite the lack of action on a Saturday afternoon, we still had a good time. Even got Gavin on the camera for a bit. So we'll have a look at Brisbane Airport, New Zealand, Boeing 777-300ER. No countdown today, we're going straight into the action. And it's just going to disappear behind the car park. So next aircraft is on a short final. It's a Q300. Zulu Kilo November Echo Sierra is the aircraft on screen now. Q300 just arrived from Tauranga's runway 25. Harvey, yeah, Rex got rid of the 737s. Yeah, mate. I was flying on one, I think exactly 1 week before, on the Australasia Winter live tour, Sydney Melbourne, and I've got a review coming out soon. It's a comparison between the economy and business class. So economy from Sydney to Melbourne and Sydney to Brisbane was in business. So I'm looking forward to releasing that video. Once again, another airline that I flew on 1 week before it goes bust, because I flew on Bonza, the Australian low-cost carrier, 1 week before it went bust as well. So I'm bad luck for airlines. Bob, on one of the planes in the stream in Wellington yesterday. Oh, awesome. On Kevin's stream there, that's really cool. Always quite interesting seeing your plane on a live stream. I was on Kevin's stream twice and Sid Squad once as well. So yeah, no, it's pretty cool, isn't it? Alright, so next up in the live tour we have, get it, we've got yes, of course, that evening after the Brisbane stream I shot back to Sydney. Terrible stormy weather, and that's when I was caught by Sid Squad. Shone the light to them before saying g'day and wrapping up the Kurt View stream there with Kurt before an early morning wake up to catch Emirates 412 to Christchurch. And that afternoon did the first and so far only Christchurch stream on this channel. It was very cool to see so many people tune out to spot the Emirates as it was departing later on in the evening too. So I do look forward to sharing you these highlights. It was a pretty cool day down in Christchurch. This is New Zealand Flight 660 from Dunedin off to Auckland. Zulu Kilo, Oscar Kilo, Oscar X-ray Mike, sorry. The Air New Zealand Airbus A320. Just unloading the Dash 8 now, and we've got Bob saying had a go-round landing in Hamilton, I think due to wind. Yeah, there's not too many go-rounds in Hamilton, so I think wind would probably be a good reason for that. Oh, they do have a lot of fog go-rounds too, so if we were early in the morning it could have been fog. We've got Hunter tuning in. G'day, how's it going? I remember you subscribed to the channel, that's right. So yeah, out in Christchurch, I was there with at YY_wings on Instagram, and he took, I'll find it for you. He took a really awesome photo. Let's here we go. He took this really awesome photo of me while I was out there with the Airbus A380 departing in the background. So huge shout out to him, because this looks really awesome. So the final stop on the Australasia live tour was Wellington. Left Christchurch on a 6 AM flight and began streaming when there was still some golden light left. So there's plenty of highlights here. Probably my favourite stream of the tour, I reckon, view-wise. And we also had some nice company there from Zia, Felix and Jessica. We're also approached by one of the airport executives who offered to take me airside next time I'm down there. So who knows, maybe we can do an airside live stream. Enjoy these pretty cool views. CKOAB just lining up and going straight for it off of runway 16 off to Auckland. New Zealand 680, the flight number. Once more. So that was Wellington. And no fog, clear day. Pilot said there was something on the runway, but crooked the landing makes me think it was wind. Yeah, it could be wind. No, it's definitely not the pilot's fault. Pilot did a perfect landing. Wasn't the wind. Wasn't the wind. It was something on the runway. It's fine. All right. Next, after the live tour, there was a bit of a gap before we got into the winter live tour. Filled it with a mix of Tauranga and an Auckland stream. While there wasn't much interest in Tauranga, the Auckland Golden Hour streaming was certainly a highlight, so we'll have a look at that. Oh yeah, we love that lighting. Pretty smooth landing there. First stop on the Australasia Winter Live Tour was Perth. Though it was meant to be Sydney, Qantas's aircraft change on my Sydney-Perth flight resulted in me going via Melbourne and no Sydney Street to start the tour. It was my first time to Perth and I really enjoyed it there. There was a variety of highlights including the Singaporean Air Force A330 MRTT, which it seemed like half of Perth showed up to have a look at. And it included meeting some really cool people too. So enjoy these Perth highlights. Sorry, here we go. Got it now. Welcome to Perth, South African Airways. The Airbus A340-300 as it makes its way to Terminal 1. Here we go. Going to be getting through these highlights, So please enjoy the next 20 minutes of uninterrupted highlights, because we've got to be done before 3:30 here at the Tauranga ATC tower. Alright, just pop back to say hello to all of those who've just tuned in, seeing as I was just going to quickly get through all of the highlights because we've got to finish up before, or be out of here by 4 o'clock. Takes me about half an hour to pack up the setup, probably get it done a bit quicker than that. But just wanted to say hello to Trucker Don. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. You too, mate. Thank you so much for tuning in, one of our members there. And Josh, good evening. And Tally NZ has just tuned in too, so welcome everyone. Modified as well. Nice mix of planes. Sure are. Pretty much non-stop action here since 1 o'clock. Reviewing the year that's been 2024. Just gonna flip the camera around really quick. We've got our Q300. I'm up here in the tower, so I thought since you guys have just tuned in, might as well show you what we've got. And I think we'll watch this one come in. Or maybe the internet has other plans for some reason. Internet's been pretty good here today, but this afternoon's just decided to drop off a bit. But that's alright, we'll get back into our highlights of the Australasia Winter Live Tour back to Sydney. American 777. Cathay Pacific 747-8, here we go, 25. By the carbon fibre livery A350-900. Freight flight 7554 heading to Sydney. The aircraft is 747-400, registered November 418, Mike Charlie. Off to Abu Dhabi, Etihad flight 463. It's a Boeing 787-9, registered Alpha 6, Bravo Lima Victor, in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix livery. Let's watch this departure. Alright, that wraps up the highlights of 2024. What a year! As of yesterday, this year we've had 280,000 people tune into the channel, over 20,000 hours of content watched, and gained 2,506 subscribers. Huge growth, and I thank every single one of you for being part of the stats. And yeah, we're about to just wrap things up here. We've got Chris Frank had a power cut. Oh, that's not good. Oh well, that's good to see you back. And we've got Barbara Sterling was tuned in as well. And those shots weren't live. That was the highlights of the year, plane spotting highlights. And now we're live at the moment. I'd just like to share these images that I haven't shared yet of here we go. We've got giveaway winner on the right, Robin, who's one of our members. He won the giveaway back at the end of the Australasia Winter Live Tour back in July. And there's myself, so we're both got matching pajamas now. So I thought that was pretty cool, and I'd just share those with you guys since I had permission from Robin to share those. And I'd just like to thank everyone for your support. Especially like to thank our members, anyone who's donated to the channel, as my channel has higher costs than comparable live streamers. It cost me like $100 in fuel to get up to Auckland for a stream, let alone the costs of a live tour. So thank you to each and every one of you, and another special thank you to the chat moderators. We've got Chris Frank, Tally NZ, Tally Sheep, and Rob. Thank you for your help. I'm very grateful. And Tally NZ, what a great year you've had. It's been great following you around. It's been great showing you all over the place, all over Australia and New Zealand. And so that is 2024. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you back in the chat for an even more action-packed 2025. My name is Harry, and you're watching Nony Flights NZ.